Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to my playthrough of Kirby The Amazing Mirror. This game was created in 2004 for the Game Boy Advance, and it's a pretty interesting Kirby title. But first, let's get into the story, shall we? High above the skies of Dreamland, the Mirror World needs help. A shadowy figure is unleashing chaos on the peaceful world. Damn it, Eric. First Delfino, now this. MetaKnight flies into the Mirror World to protect Dreamland. However, and that's pretty much it. Kirby tries to, not really stop MetaKnight, but a darker version of MetaKnight slices Kirby into 4 different parts. And that is essentially how it begins. We have a little demo here, but I think we get this demo anyway. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go for File 2. File 2 for best file, I think so. There's sub-games in this game. There's a collection room where you get a look at all your collectibles that you've gotten throughout the game, and then you can also erase a file. Why on earth you would do that, I never know, so let's just start the game, shall we? And yes, you can do multiplayer in this game if you have the right connections. You can use 4 different Game Boy Advances, but I think you need like 4 copies of the game, though. I don't know if this is a game that you actually need just 1 cartridge for. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just not thinking correctly. But, you know, back then, getting multiplayer on the handheld systems was definitely a big task, even if you had all of the possible equipment. And you could also do this on the GameCube as well, with the GameCube Game Boy Advance link cable. But, regardless, this is going to be a 1-player game. So yeah, MetaKnight went to, basically save Dreamland. He comes back as a shadowy doppelganger, and now we're 4 Kirbys. What do you know? Now, the cool thing is, even if you don't do a multiplayer playthrough, the 4 Kirbys will still follow you around, and they'll still actually do something. Kind of like the helpers of Kirby Superstar, but I don't know. I think the AI is even worse than Kirby Superstar, if that's even possible. So, I don't know. I don't usually depend on them for anything, unless you need, like, their power-up or something. But it's a pretty standard Kirby game. It works pretty similarly to all of the other games. Sometimes you'll need to use them to help you out and get through puzzles, which is kind of cool. Whenever you see a silver block like this, you need to suck it up and get it out of the way. You can't swallow it, though. Do not try to swallow these blocks. They will hurt your intestines, your intestines. And you can also share power-ups, too, just like in other Kirby games. But here we have some power-ups. We have the sword power-up. Unlike other games like Kirby Squeak Squad and obviously Kirby 64, I don't feel like these power-ups are as developed as they are in other games. They just have like the very basic functions. Because I know in Squeak Squad you could actually do different moves and actually get upgrades that made them better, but not so much in this game. They're just kind of bare bones, but that's fine. They were kind of going for other mechanics to really capitalize on. And of course we have another power-up here as well, although I'm probably not going to be using this power-up very much in the playthrough. We have Cupid Kirby. I think this was the first appearance of Cupid Kirby, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I am. With Cupid Kirby, you can do this cool little flying maneuver, but I don't know, the projectile doesn't really help you that much. Then there's the burning power. This is one of the games where burning and fire are actually 2 different abilities, which is kind of cool. But yes, we got a treasure chest. That's what we're going to be looking for throughout the game. If we want to get 100%, we need to collect all of the treasure chests in the game. And you can actually use a handy-dandy cell phone to call your friends over to help you, or you can use the L button to actually go back to the main hub area. This is a very interesting game in that it's not really much of a Kirby game, it's actually more of a Metroid/Castlevania game. As a result, I've kind of defined this game as Kirbivania, or Kirbytroid, whatever name you prefer. So yeah, MetaKnight has been stashed in this mirror, and we have to find all of the mirror shards to actually get through the game. This is the main hub world. We can't really go anywhere right now. You have to unlock different rooms to access warp points that you can use to easily get to different areas. It's a pretty big game, honestly. There's a lot of stuff to actually go through in this game. I want to get that power-up really quick. This is just Beam power-up. I prefer Beam in Kirby Superstar, but this one's okay, I guess. You can kind of use it to hit bombs or blocks that are kind of out of the way. Oh, and that's actually Fireball, or Fire. I think it's just Fire. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. Yep, Fire. You can kind of angle your breath, but it doesn't really help that much. And then you have Sparky. My one problem with Sparky in this game is it doesn't have like the kind of plasma-like ability. You can just do this. So not terribly useful. It can get the job done though. Okay, go through here next, grab a cherry. Okay, here's our first treasure chest, where we're just going to get a 1-up. A lot of the chests are going to contain just 1-ups and food items, but you still have to get them all in order to get 100%, which is kind of lame, but what else can you do, I guess? Oh, here's a new ability. This is the Fighter ability. Now, unlike Fighter in Kirby Superstar, this one actually uses Hadoken-like power-ups, which is kind of cool. And you can still use some other abilities of Fighter. So I guess they're not all bare-bones abilities, but still not the same customizable abilities as Superstar and other games, though. Hands down. I really like the way they did things in Squeak Squad as well. Oh, here's a cool new power-up. This is Missile. Missile's really cool because you can kind of aim it and use it to climb up. That was the Rock ability or Stone ability. I'll get that later. Oh, what's this? Black Kirby. Oh, if you hurt him, he actually gives you some items. You don't have to destroy him. It's not like he gives you treasures or anything, but if you're ever hurting, generally doing damage to the Black Kirby is a good idea, because he might have a food item of some kind. Also, can I not get hit by a Waddle Dee this time? Thank you. I don't think there's anything over here, but I just wanted to be sure. Only thing about Missile is once it makes collision with something, it's done, so keep that in mind. So we're currently in Rainbow Root, which is kind of the main hub world, but now we're actually in the second area of the game, Moonlight Mansion. Wow, that was kind of cool. I went through the guy, and then went back and hit him. That's kind of funny. But here we have another chest. This will give us a map for Moonlight Mansion. Oh, no, pressed the wrong button. Let's switch over to the map. This is the map, as you can see. Now, we can look at Area 1, but as you can see, it's not very detailed because we don't have the actual map for the area yet. So we're going to have to find that in our travels. But yeah, this is the basic map. You have a bunch of different rooms. You have these little lines that kind of show you how to get to each room. And whenever you have the line with arrows, it means you enter this room, but you can't go back. If there's just a normal straight line, you can enter the room and enter back in the previous room, but keep in mind, the arrows, those arrows mean you cannot go back, so we can't go to the room on the left just yet until we find another way to actually get in that room. Finding all the different pathways can be a bit tedious, but once you kind of know how this game works, it's not so bad. It could be honestly a lot worse, in my opinion. Okay, and over here we have these steel blocks. Only certain power-ups can break these. I believe burning can break these, hammer can break these, and most importantly, missile can break these. So I'm going to use that to my advantage here. Got to be kind of careful with this part. Yep. Oh, shoot, I died. I was flying up. Why didn't it work? Well, shoot, that's kind of annoying. Because now I'm not going to actually be able to get in that area, because there are no other power-ups around here that actually get through those blocks. So I'll have to go down there later, which is stupid, honestly, but it's fine. I'll deal with it for right now. Okay, we know how Sir Kibble works in Cutter, but I'll go ahead and grab it. It's not an ability I use very often. And that thing I just picked up, that was actually cell phone battery power, where you can call your friends, but whenever you do, you waste a little bar of your battery, and you essentially just use those to power your battery back up, which I don't really use my friends very much anyway, so it's like I might not even have to bother with those. I feel like you gotta use them a lot at first to open up specific areas, but once you get to a certain point, you're never really gonna use them again. Okay, got rid of Mr. Frosty. He gives you the ice ability, which is kind of cool. All it does is just freeze your enemies. But then you can use the ice blocks as a projectile, which is kind of nice. Okay, so here we have a warp room. This will actually take us straight back to the first area if we want to go back. By demonstrating right here. So yeah, we can just go back here, no problem. That's kind of cool. But yeah, as you can see, we missed a few doors because we got forced up into this route. I don't think these are power-ups can even be used to break that either, so I'm kind of stuck on this route for a little bit. It's fine. Let's get the bomb power-up. Bomb works pretty similar to how it did in Kirby Superstar, but I'm still a fan of Kirby Superstar's way of using the bomb power-up compared to this one. And strangely enough, bomb cannot actually work against the steel blocks, which you wouldn't think that, but nope, they don't work. You can also angle your bombs as well, which is kind of handy. Okay, I know how this works from Kirby Superstar. Don't want to hit that block right there. So we can get into this room. Okay. So this room has 3 different entrances, and if we go to the map, we can see that we can get from the top, the room on the left, and the room at the right. Also notice how this room is not flashing like the other rooms. If there is a room that is not flashing, there is a treasure you can get, so keep that in mind. We're going to need to find all the different ways to get into that room. I'm actually going to go up here. Oh, okay, looks like I need to find a way through this. I don't think there's anything around here that can actually get through that, though, so I'm going to have to probably keep on going. I'm pretty sure that leads to that treasure chest, too, honestly. I'm going to use super frickin' candy power to get through here. You know, the best kind of power. Actually, I'm in this room right now, so if I go over here, this might actually be another entrance to this room, so the only other room that goes in here is the one on the left, so maybe I was actually wrong. Maybe that staircase actually goes somewhere else. Or I don't know, maybe it might go over here. I really don't know for sure. Again, this is a very open-ended game. You really have to study the rooms and the map carefully if you want to get everything. So, I think this just goes on. I don't think there's anything else in this room, so let's keep going. Looks like we're going to be going straight for a boss, and the boss is actually going to contain the first mirror shard. So we're already at this part of the game, and we're getting ready to fight the first boss and get the first item. Okay, maybe this guy's not... Oh, nope, he's real. Okay, never mind. So here we have another switch. This isn't a warp room, but this does open up another warp room. And I think you need to open up that warp room to even access the rest of the game. And when I actually first played this game, I first played this game on the 3DS Ambassador program. It was one of the games I got. That actually got me confused for the very longest time. I actually needed to look at Geyer Crusher's 9 Let's Play of the game to actually figure out like what exactly I was doing wrong or what exactly was going on. Okay, King Golem, aka Wispy Woods wannabe. And there we go, we have the first piece of the mirror. There's 9 areas in the game, but there's 8 mirror shards. The first area doesn't have because it's just the main hub of the world, so don't need to worry about that. But yeah, we've already got some things going on, which is nice. And yeah, we have this warp room right here. Going in this warp room will actually lead you to this room in here that Kirby's in, the bigger room. And you get the map for the first area in here too, so everything becomes a lot more clear in here now that we're actually in this part of the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see if I can grab this treasure down here and then maybe do a few other things before I close this video out. Next area is going to be essentially me cleaning up Area 2 and maybe getting through the rest of this. As you can see, there are goals, and whenever you get to a goal, you essentially play a little game where you get 1-ups and food, and then you just go back to the beginning of the game again. I don't know if you have to get all the goals to get 100%. I think you do, though, so I'm going to be essentially trying that. But let's go ahead and get stone. Stone actually works, I don't want to say a little bit differently, but it's not like a straight object. It's more of like a rock object. It's not like flat as the other stones in other Kirby games are. Which is kind of cool. But we're going to abandon that and use Wheelie. So I think we need Wheelie to access that treasure that I missed. And Wheelie can actually be used to get across water. You can, like, graze the top of the water with Wheelie, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we grabbed that treasure, so this room is complete now. And we can move on to other parts of the world. However, I don't think this door leads back to the main path. I think this actually goes down to this area, so I think what I might do is I might go down here, get this goal, and after I do that I might end the video or something, just to kind of end this, you know, this first episode off with a bang. We beat a boss, we got a goal. I think that's pretty good. That should be a good way to begin any Let's Play. Gotta be careful though, because there are 2 pathways and I don't want to go down the wrong path. That is something you can do in this game. You can go down the wrong path and, oh shoot, I'm actually need beam for this. Okay, screw you, Wheel. I like you, Wheel, but I'm gonna need beam for this. Or, Spark might work too. At least we can easily fall down. Yep, okay, Spark works for this. Aha! And sure enough, this is taking me down the other path, which is exactly what I want. Let's roll down this hill. Whee! Oh, stone. I don't know what's over here, though. Let's go ahead. Oh, shoot. Spark, leave me alone. Ah. Why didn't he set off the bomb? You think he would have, actually. And this just leads us back to the beginning, so we can do the Wii again. Whee! I love slopes. I love riding down slopes. It's fun. Any other rooms in here? Okay, just that one at the beginning, so I can't miss the door unless I just go back to the beginning of the room. Which is stupid. I don't know why and how I would do that. Okay, there we go. Oh, so now we're in a little bit of a cave area now. Interesting. This reminds me of the chocolate secret area in Super Mario World. That room where you just, like, slide down the hills and then, oh, shoot. I can actually... I want to get what's in here. 1-up! Don't die! I don't think the 1-up would have died, but it looked like it was going to. It was going down the stream. Maybe it would have just disappeared if it went off the screen or something. That's probably what would have happened. Oh, come on. That's mean. Let's go ahead and get bomb for this. No, I want bomb. Thank you. Whenever you swallow 2 power-ups, or rather when you swallow a power-up star and enemy, it prioritizes the power-up star. If you get 2 enemies, I think it does the super roulette wheel, but otherwise... Okay, I'm not missing anything. Okay, there is a treasure in this room. I think I actually know where I'm going, and if it is, it's actually kind of cool. I can kind of show off a neat little cameo in this game. Actually, let's go down here just to be safe. Oh! Why, look who it is, Smash Brothers fans! It's frickin' Master Hand. That's right, Master Hand is in this game. Oh shoot, and he's gonna kill me. He is definitely gonna kill me if I don't play my cards right here. He has like a lot of the same abilities too, which is really, really cool. And what's cool about him most, though, is if you swallow him, you get the Smash ability. And what the Smash ability is, it's basically all of Kirby's abilities in Super Smash Bros. You have his, like, standard A move, his up special, his side special, his down special. It's really, really cool what they do with this. I'm glad they actually did something like this in this game. It's like the perfect tribute to Smash Brothers, I think. I just thought that was a really, really clever thing. It's seriously all his special abilities. It's perfect. And here we are. We're at our first goal. We're going to go ahead and do this game really quick, and after we're done, we're going to end the episode. I can't really use any of these items unless it's a 1-up. So, oh well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Next time, I'm going to go back to Moonlight Mansion and just try a few different routes, try to get around the area a bit more, and see if I can find anything new. So, I will see you guys there. Later, folks.